Hello and welcome to an InkDependence.com brief video review and water drop test. Tonight we've got OMAS Blue. I've got it here from an Anderson pen sample. This is an older sample. You can see the bottle is a bit different than they currently use. I kind of like this bottle with the big cap. I don't know why they went away from them, but I like these. They set them apart a little bit, and I don't know, they feel pretty boss. I've used a fair amount of this sample. I've been using it in this here pen. It's your old run-of-the-mill Pilot Vanishing Point with the medium nib. Truth be told, I don't really care for this nib all that much. I've heard that every other nib of this variety on this pen is great. The medium, not my favorite. It sings a little bit. I don't know, it's just not great. Feels weird, writes a little bit odd, I don't know. But there are some inks that do really well in this pen, and OMAS Blue tends to be one of them. I got this along with all the rest of the OMAS inks a long time ago. This is one that I actually paid for that Anderson Pens didn't send me out to test out. It's been a while, so I figured I would get back into these OMASs, and I hadn't tried a blue in a while. So anyway, there's the backstory. This pen is I don't know, it's pretty medium in terms of flow. This ink is a little bit on the wet side, it seems. And that's going to cause us a few problems. Here on the bleed, feather, and spread area, I've said that it really depends on the paper, and man, it really does. So this is my regular copy paper, which is a 20-pound copy paper, and you can see that it shows through, but it doesn't really bleed. In a couple of places here we see a little bit of minor bleed, but the rest of the time looks pretty sharp. No real feathering, or rather no spread really. A little bit of feather every once in a while, but not much. But I have graded a few papers and that sort of thing with this blue, and man, it feathers like crazy on some other papers. So, I don't know, it's going to be a little hit or miss, but if you use it on good paper, you get these kind of results, which are actually really nice. You get a little bit of sheen in here, along the edges where there's a lot of ink put down. You get really nice shading. It's a pretty gorgeous ink, but my problem is that it bleeds and feathers and spreads sometimes, and that's super unpleasant in an ink. I really don't like that. So on good paper, great ink. On other papers, it's going to depend. So anyway, there you go. I've got a couple other blues here, I think. Yeah, good. Got Liberty's Elysium down there, which everybody kind of knows, and Toucan Bright Blue, which is coming up soon. I really kind of like that one all right. Let's see what else have I got. The rest of our greens and stuff. Oh, Pilot Blue cartridge, Visconti's Blue. Visconti's Blue is a standout. I would go with Visconti's Blue over OMAS, I think. Well, yeah, I would do that. So here we go. Let's look at a water test real quick. Sorry, I got to talk quickly. I'm running out of space on my phone here for recordings. There we go. Alright, you can see a lot of the blue coming up already. Not really sure what to expect with this ink exactly. It's kind of an interesting chromatography piece once we get to that in just a sec. Alright, so let's mop this up. Here comes the mop. And there we go. Not too shabby, actually. What's left behind is not really a blue anymore. It's more like a purple. But you see a lot of the bright blue came off on the rag here. So, water resistant? I don't know, not really. Not as a blue anyway. Which is sort of what I got here. The original drop, of course, is here. This is actually a very slow moving ink. When I put it in the water, it didn't really want to go very far, which is kind of a good sign. But you see down there at the bottom, the stuff that's left is a purple. The stuff up at the top is really a dark blue. It's not really a black, although it looks super dark there in the middle. So I can get a little more light on the subject. Yeah, it's a super dark blue, but you get kind of a violet left over. So I don't know, if you're somebody who likes doing an ink wash type deal, that might be a good thing for you. Alright, so this has been OMAS Blue. Pretty good blue. It's got a great color and it behaves pretty well if you use it on good paper, but if you're not using it on great paper, well, it might kind of fail on you. So be careful with this stuff. Go get yourself a sample of this thing. This is one that I definitely recommend a sample rather than a bottle, just because of this stuff here. It's depending on the paper stuff. Alright, if you like what I'm doing here at InkDependence.com, please do go head over to the blog, InkDependence.com, to check out this full review along with lots of pictures and such. Also, please go to Patreon.com to find out how you can help support the blog. I don't do advertisements and such, and, well, I'd like to finance the blog with the blog if I could. So, any little bit helps. Thank you very much for your support, those of you who are my supporters, and I'll see you around.